Hi, everybody. My name is Nancy Pitre. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I am so excited to be part of this women's wellness event. Thank you so much for having me. It's so beautiful to see us get together like this and work on nourishing our mind and our body during these challenging times. This is definitely something that we've never dealt with before. So we have little to no control over the outcome, and we can't control the fact that our world as we know it may never be the same. We can't control how long this will take. We can't control the fact that some of us lost our jobs due to this COVID-19 pandemic. And sometimes when we feel like we don't have control over something, our level of stress and anxiety increases. So we tend to grasp on anything and everything that we feel we can control, just so we have some level of certainty in our lives. And I know this may sound cliche, but the only thing that we have full control over is our mindset and how we react to the situation, which is why it's so important to attend these events to help you get in the right mindset during this difficult season. When we suffer from chronic stress, it puts us in the fight or flight response. And when we live in a state of fight or flight, we produce stress hormones called adrenaline. And when we produce adrenaline, our body uses our glucose, our sugar, to fuel the adrenaline. And what happens is our fat cells don't get burnt off, which makes it harder to lose the extra weight. So if you've been stressed out lately and you're noticing that you're gaining weight, then you'll definitely want to pay attention to what I've got to say. Ever notice when you're stressed out, you tend to crave sugar? Well, that's because our bodies knows it needs the sugar to fuel the adrenaline, which can lead to even more weight gain. Then over time, our body starts to produce cortisol, which is another stress hormone that slows down our metabolism because it wants to preserve any energy in case it's needed to fight the supposed danger or run away. Because our brain doesn't know the difference between real danger or everyday stress. So that person will remain in a state of fight or flight for as long as that person experiences stress. And all of this makes it harder to lose those extra pounds. Therefore, if you can reduce your stress, you can reduce your waistline. Now, before I teach you the 5 best practices that will help you manage your stress and enhance your health and wellness, I want to remind you that you're doing the best that you can given these challenging times. And it's vital that you recognize that. Heck, even celebrate that. And even though we try and remain strong and positive during these stressful times, there will be moments where this situation will get the best of us, where we'll lose our patience with our kids, or sometimes feel the need to escape our monkey mind and just watch hours of Netflix. And yes, there'll be times where we'll want to reach for that extra piece of chocolate or that extra glass of wine to just help us relax. That's totally normal. And beating yourself up over it or constantly feeling guilty will only make you feel worse. The only time you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself is when those behaviors become a habit. Then it can be destructive to your health and well-being. So how do we manage our stress so we're less tempted to go for those quick fixes or feel the need to escape our monkey minds? And how can we develop more patience during these challenging times? Working on these 5 best practices will not only reduce your level of stress and anxiety, but you will come out of this much stronger and healthier. Remember, it's often in the challenging times where we grow into our best selves. So the first best practice when it comes to enhancing your health and wellness is to make sure you develop a morning routine where you nourish your mind and your body. Training your mind, whether it's listening to audiobooks or videos or podcasts on personal growth and self-development, while you train your body is so powerful when it comes to living more intentionally, where you choose how you want to show up for yourself and others. It also provides you with the tools that you need when you're facing those challenging times. And the second best practice when it comes to enhancing your health and wellness is to practice gratitude. When we focus on love and gratitude, we tend to focus less on the fear and anxiety, because love cannot coexist with fear, just like fear cannot coexist with love. And having a gratitude practice helps you be in a state of love rather than being in a state of fear. You see, our brain is designed to keep us alive and safe. It's not designed to make us happy. That's our job, to condition our brain to be happier by practicing love and gratitude. So each night before bed, write 3 things that you're grateful for. This simple yet powerful exercise trains your mind to be in a state of love more often. And the third best practice when it comes to enhancing your health and well-being is to nourish your body with quality whole foods 80% of the time. The other 20% is for eating foods that nourishes your soul, hence why we call it soul food. And the fourth best practice is the power of affirmations. Our brain conditions itself through habitual thinking and self-communication. We literally think 70,000 thoughts per day. And if your habitual thinking and self-communication tends to be more negative than positive, it'll affect your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your confidence, creating lower vibrations where life matches where you are. If you want to improve your life, it starts within. It starts with self-awareness and self-development, where you become more aware of your negative thinking and do the work on developing your ideal sense of self, where you can live a life on a higher vibration. And positive affirmation is a great tool, a great daily practice to increase your self-worth, your self-esteem, and your confidence, because you're literally firing and wiring the neurons inside your brain to be more positive and live a life that's more joyful. So during your morning routine, you can help yourself set the tone for the day, and just give yourself that gift of conditioning your brain to be more positive so you can be happier. Now, depending on your upbringing or your current mindset, this exercise might be difficult and awkward at first, but with enough practice, these affirmations will feel true for you. You can start with a simple, I love and accept you exactly as you are. And you can start saying these affirmations during a meditation practice and work your way in front of a mirror. The key is just to get started. And the fifth best practice when it comes to enhancing your health and well-being is having a meditation practice to help clear your mind and reduce your stress and anxiety significantly. It's so easy to let situations like these take control of our own minds unless we take the time to nourish our minds by having a meditation practice. So I believe the best teachers are the ones who can relate to their students. And having suffered from ongoing anxiety and experiencing how powerful nutrition, exercising, and personal growth and self-development help reduce my own anxiety, I can honestly say that implementing these 5 best practices will not only reduce your stress and anxiety, but it will make you feel stronger and healthier when we come out of this awful season. So I hope this session served you well. If you want to find out more about my own journey towards health and wellness, or my health coaching services, and I'm also including a free 60-minute health history consultation, you can check out my website, yourjourneytowardswellness.com. You can also check me out on Facebook or Instagram under Your Journey Towards Health, Your Journey Towards Wellness. I really want to thank you guys for just wanting to raise your health and wellness to the next level. And also just a reminder that we are, this is just purely on donation. So whatever you can donate, it will be awesome. It's going to go towards the local women's health shelter, the women's shelter. And actually I remember that place very, very well. When I was a kid, I was raised in the foster care system, and well, actually being bounced back and forth with my real parents and with my my real parents, and being in the foster care system. And a lot of the times I would have to go live in that women's shelter with my mom, because she would have these freak out episodes, and she would leave my dad and she would go live in that center, and then we would have to go visit her in that center, and sometimes live with her in that center. And then the children's aid would see that it's really toxic, so they would remove us from there, my twin sister and I, and they would put us back in with my foster mom, who took care of me most of my life. So I really want to dedicate this donation. If anybody can donate to that shelter, it made it holds a dear place in my heart. So
thank you so much, Nancy. That's awesome. And thank you for sharing all of your wealth, all of your knowledge, all of your life knowledge. And that's just such an amazing story and inspiring. And there's so much more to know about Nancy, and so much more to learn from Nancy, for sure. She's an awesome support in all aspects. So we have a question here. Can you tell us the name of your website again?
yourjourneytowardswellness.com.
Okay.
Roxanne will type it in the comments there.
And in that website, I have over 30 recipes, healthy recipes in there that you guys can indulge in. I've created those recipes to really make sure that it's easy and convenient, but also healthy. So, because I know, times can get really busy, and people have, little to no time. So those recipes are more geared towards healthy, but also convenient and easy enough to follow.
Awesome. Lisa says she just wanted to say that you're very inspiring towards women. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Lisa says, may I share a recipe or two to our women's group?
Yes, please do.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Does anybody else have any questions for Nancy? She's still got a little bit more time, so if anybody else has anything they might want to ask. So Candace said, thank you so much, Nancy. I really needed this reminder today with everything that is going on, and personally we'll get back into those great practices you shared today. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Nancy, what time do you wake up in the morning?
Yeah.
How do you go?
4:45.
Okay. What's that? At 5?
4:45.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. It's part of the 5 a.m. club.
But at the same time, it's very important, if somebody's going to wake up early, it's very important to do these 3 things. To wake up super early like that. Very important to go to bed early the night before, so you feel rested, because quality sleep is actually the number 1 thing for our health and well-being. And also, what I do, because most mornings I don't want to wake up super early, so I literally prepare my station ready to go, whether if it's yoga, or if it's a workout, or so I have all of my clothes ready to go. I have my yoga mat ready to go. I have the video that I'm going to work out to ready to go. When I work out, I actually listen to something that inspires me, so I'll have my video ready to go. So when I wake up super early, I'm not like, okay, what am I going to do? If I'm starting to think what I have to do, if I'm not organized, forget about it. You know what I mean? And then also the fact that, I don't know if you probably heard of this, but the 5-second rule, like I literally use that when I get up in the morning, like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up, get going, because otherwise my mind's just going to talk me out of it.
Yep. Totally agreed. Lisa wondered if you go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, but I want to say though, this is the weekdays where I implement this habit, but the weekend, you have to allow yourself the weekend to just sleep in and stay up a little later, watch a movie, and just live a little. You can't be always strict all the time. You can't reach for perfection. You gotta just do it during the week, and in the weekend, live a little, you know?
Totally.
Find your balance, right?
Exactly.
Definitely. That's awesome.
I don't know if I'm looking at, like, am I looking at you guys, or am I like, my eyes are crooked? I don't even know. I'm looking all over the place. This is all new to me, this Zoom meeting. Like,
We're looking all over the place too.
okay.
I think we're all good. Yeah. That's so awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy. That a great tip to get up early. Definitely, I'm part of that club as well, and it just feels so amazing. So if you're like, oh, I need to sleep in, well, just try it. Try it for a week and see how you feel. But you definitely do it.
Yeah, because
Kids go to bed.
yeah, because you know you have kids, and a lot of us have kids, and when they wake up, they often wake up early enough.
Yeah.
You're like in reactive mode. You're in their world. You have no time to be in your own world and do your own thing, even if it's just 30 minutes before they wake up. Just that 30 minutes of just doing your own thing and not being responsive to everyone around you, especially during right now when you're stuck in quarantine. It's super, super powerful. Even if you wake up and you just like either journal or meditate or do an exercise process, or even if you just paint your nails or do I don't know, whatever it is for you. But the key is just to have that half hour to 60 minutes to just do something just for you. That way you're less in reactivity and more in being more proactive.
Mm-hmm.
So just one last thing from Gregette here.
Great, I love it.
Because then we'll be up. Then we'll be on our next person. But I just want to ask you a question. Do you notice a difference in a day where you don't do this? Say a Thursday, you're like, nope, not doing it, and your brain kind of wins. You don't use the 5-second rule. You just stay in bed. Can you describe what a typical day might look like after that?
Yeah, definitely. Like for me, the only reason I get up and I do a workout first thing in the morning, I mean, it's really because of my mental health. I mean, getting in shape is a bonus for me, but for me, it's for my mental health. I suffer from ongoing anxiety, and the only time that I feel great is when I'm on top of my game. If I take care of myself mentally, physically, I'll feel great. But if I miss a morning, and I'm gonna be honest. I miss some mornings during the weekdays. I mean, we're all human, right? And say like our daughter, like she wakes us up a few times in the middle of the night, and come 4:45, 5 o'clock a.m., you're like, freak that. But I definitely notice a big difference. Like my energy levels are lower. My mood tends to be, like getting the best of me. Sometimes I go into dark thoughts, and then the what if, the worst case scenario, especially during these times. This is why these times are crucial to really be on top of your mindset and getting at least the morning routine going, because for me personally, makes a huge difference. But at the same time, on the weekend, I literally have to mentally prepare myself that it's okay, that I'm not going to be getting up at 5 a.m.
Right.
and doing a workout. It's okay. I have to literally mentally prepare myself. Otherwise, the guilt's going to start setting in, and then that just doesn't serve you. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah, very cool.
Definitely. Yeah. Completely hear you. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Nancy, once again. So if anyone wants to connect with Nancy, your journey towards wellness.com is her website, and connect with her any way possible. She's amazing.
Yeah, and on there is a free 60-minute consultation that you want to do with me. Definitely, you're welcome to sign up for that, and then we can have a session together, a health coaching session together. And there's like Rock is out. I'm inviting Rock on the website to do his own life coaching experience. He's also has a blog on there that's pretty powerful. Myself, I'm up to 5 blogs now. So if you want to read that,
Cool.
if you feel like you need a little boost. And thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate that.
Certainly our pleasure. Thank you so much. Awesome, Nancy. I'm just going to mute you as we move on.